going to read two because one of them isn't done, and it might suck because I did it like 20 minutes ago. And then I'll read the other one, which is done, and I have more confidence in, so that we can end on a more positive note. First one is called Parade. A parade is a disorderly body staring at itself in the spiderweb cracks of a mirror. I am 11 years old, and the Memorial Day parade is crawling down Route 139. The Hannigans are walking past with the Boy Scouts, and we're waving to each other. I see the Hannigans twice a week in phys ed. They're quiet and friendly and good at soccer. Now I'm standing in front of the town hall in the first congregational in a tightly packed crowd of spectators. As the Hannigans walk by at a snail's pace, we wave to each other like strangers and make eye contact and feel absurd and confused. On stage, I am 15 years old and wanting a cigarette. I am gripping a dented microphone and parading blue stories about tube socks and traffic lights. I've smoked 1.2 grams of high-resin marijuana, and their laughter is the stuff that shatters mirrors. A parade begins when the police close roads with yellow sawhorses and orange detour signs. I'm 13 years old, and the Memorial Day parade stretches a mile down Route 139. I wave to my friends and their parents and my grandmother, who is on the Chamber of Commerce. I run alongside the first congregational minister as he walks with his family. The crowd is dense, but the parade moves slowly, and I am in love with his daughter. I am standing in front of you, crashing my cymbals in an orange Corvette. You are standing at attention and waving to me like a stranger. I'm 7 years old, and the Memorial Day parade is over. All the soldiers and firefighters and Girl Scouts and selectmen drift into the crowd and search for their families. Around this time, we all stop waving and resume speaking to each other. This is the end of one parade. This is the beginning of another. If I can't speak to her bravely and honestly, I will drink this wine from my overfilled glass until I am blind enough to see a broken mirror. This kaleidoscopic image is a parade of sorts. And this one is about bridges. It's called Dear Reader, I Built You a Bridge or Two. A bridge is a fixed point in space that allows unhindered access to areas of interest. For a long time, I've felt without style or grace while shuffling uncomfortably through tightly packed crowds. Mashing words together for sparks is studying the space between objects in motion. Women smile with their mouths and men are unable. This is why I smash coffee pots and think of my mother. In social situations, I am shoeless and smoking. Always smoking. Jesus smiles with his eyes that shine in search of God and woman. Apologies, Jesus, for the personal essay, but for me, true delicacy only comes with firm, unwavering eye contact. Behind a bridge is an idea that the space between objects in motion is a place worth being, or crossing at least. About the coffee pot. I now stand every morning holding my mug under the filter and wait a few minutes for the cup to be filled. I love woman for eluding definition and hate her for knowing mine. Ian's eyes are a vibrant extension of each separate moment in the space that lies between them. I can only brew 1 cup of coffee at once. This is less convenient but much more cost effective. Behind this bridge is another river that feels itself being watched like empty parking lot woman who knows enough of men to walk with her eyes to the ground. Richard's eyes, unlike the rest of his soul, are strictly stationary objects. Behind the crowd is a building, street, river, planetary system that I'll never nervously meet while wanting a cigarette. A bridge is a line between objects in motion that hangs over a river or some kind of poetry.